and bought it from another reseller. Hello everyone, welcome back. If you're new, my name's Richard. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay where I go to garage sales, thrift stores. I buy items for cheap and I sell them on eBay for a profit doing it part-time. Today we have 9 orders going out for over $300 plus a drop ship item. So let's head into the eBay store and start pulling. Okay, so here we are in the eBay store. We'll get pulling orders. First thing we have going out is a Magnavox TB 110 MW9 TV digital to analog converter. And that's going to be up on shelf 4. That's it right up here. Picked this up at my local thrift store. I'm into this for $3. This sold for $18.66 and the buyer is paying $8.80 in shipping. Now we have this. I've already secured everything in there. I'm just going to double check, making sure the seams are sealed up. So that's going out at a 2. All I'm going to do is put this into a big poly bag. Again, I use my store coupon for these. I could just slap a label on here, but if it gets caught up in the elements like rain or snow, then it could actually then kind of damage the box and probably not make the buyer quite so happy. And we forgot to thank you in the book, but that's okay. Throw that in there. This, fold this over a little bit like this. Why are we less now? Oh, it never waited. Okay, this is going out at a 2.4. So we'll do 2.4 and we'll just put a converter and we'll measure the box. 11, 9, 4. 11 by 9 by 4. Next item we have going out, you've seen me sell these before. It's one of the concentrated deconal fungicides, and I have them right up here. So, into this for $1.50 from my local Walmart. This sold for $22.91, and it is going free shipping. Next thing, this. Never had a problem with one of these leaking before, but I still put it in a clear poly bag just in case. And take a 4x4x4 box. If you had scrap cardboard, you could do the same thing. I just use this. I'm not into these boxes for very much. And it saved me a lot of time. Save that. this, we'll just go ahead and put in a regular flat rate envelope. Again, I like to roll them. Just makes it a lot easier. And again, I take the seams on these because I just don't trust that seal popping loose. This next item is a Sony Walkman. It's a WM-AF61. Now, I did get it at my local thrift store. They ended up giving it to me because the tape player didn't play. That's the Sanyo. It should be in bin Z here. There it is right there. So I got this for free. Did test it. Obviously the tape player didn't work, but the AM FM it did work. I did disclose that in the title. And put parts only. This sold for $31.41 and the buyer is paying $6.45 in shipping. Next thing, this Sony Walkman. Take one of these, throw that on top. Now this I will go ahead and put in a box. I'll probably put it in a 6x4x4 box and put some bubble around it. I had some scrap bubble, so I'll go ahead and just use this. I have too much bubble on it. We'll see. Now we can get it in there. A piece of paper so the cardboard box doesn't collapse. There we go, 11 ounces, so it'll go to 12. We'll just put Sony. Now this next item is a pretty big bolo item. I had picked this up at my local thrift store. It's going to be in bin E2, which is right down over here. They were having a half price day, and so I went and picked all these books up. It's these Ralph Moody Little Bitches series. When I got into the thrift store, I seen them. I kind of just like passed them up by. But then as I was pretty much done, about ready to leave, I decided to go ahead and look one of these up. And then I looked at sold cost. I couldn't believe it. Now they were selling the series in 6. This actually had 8. So I did list this up, got caught in the sale, and it sold right away. So cost of goods into this, I believe I'm into it for $2. These sold for $77.31. And the buyer is paying $6.45 in shipping. Next thing are these books. I've already put them in a clear poly bag, as you've seen that. I wanted to, because these are brand new, never been used. And that's how I did list it. And so I wanted to keep them dust free. I think this is going to go in a 10, 8, I can probably get an 8x6, but that's 5. So we're going to have to probably double up this box. What I could do was, we had that scrap. Now, I got some holes here all the way along, so what I'm going to do here, kind of go up above the box just a little bit. Alright, tape pen's not cooperating. Okay, push our corners down, then we'll just go ahead and fold this in. Okay, so that way, I missed it. That way it keeps the moisture out of the box in case it gets rained on, but we do have it in a clear poly bag. This is going to be pretty heavy. That's going at a 5.5 pounds, 5 ounces. So we'll just take it up to 5.6. And we know this is an 8x6 by, I believe it was 5. Yep. Which medium L probably doesn't make that big of a difference. And we'll just put books. Did have one item this weekend that I went to go pull and I didn't have it. I'd forgotten that I'd given it to one of my grandkids and forgot to remove it out of inventory. I'll go ahead and post it right up here. So I looked online and bought it from another reseller. This seller was selling it a lot cheaper than I was. So I went and purchased it from him. And in the message to the buyer, I explained that I was another reseller and that once he got this thing packed, to send me the tracking information right away. So they went and did that. One thing I didn't realize, because I've never done a drop shipping before, and I don't know if eBay has changed this or not. Let me know if you've had to drop ship an item before. I took the tracking number and tried to update the item. It wouldn't let me add that tracking number. It said it was already in the system. So what I had to do is I just marked that item as shipped and I forwarded the tracking information on to the buyer. Next one is another Funko Pop. I'm actually kind of glad. I'm tired of dealing with these Funko Pops. It's going to be down here. Let's move these bins out of the way. Should be down in H3. Yes, H3. It's a Mad Men Peggy Olson. I'm into it for $4. Here we go right here. This sold for $11.86 and the buyer is paying $5.70 in shipping. Next thing, this Funko should fit in the 6x6x4 box. And that's going to be a little tight. So we'll put it in a 8x6x4. Again, grab our thank you. Yep, that should fit, no problem. I'm just gonna keep it from bouncing around in the box. just put some paper in. I mean, obviously, if this was a more expensive Funko, I'd be putting it in probably a bigger box and putting some bubble around it, but fairly inexpensive pop. Still going out at an 8-ounce rate. Funko. Next item, we're going back into bin Z. We'll see if we can see. Okay, I see it right there. It's just a power cord. That's not it. Oh, it's going to be in this bag right here. I'd actually gotten a Sunbeam mixer at my local thrift store. Did work. Paid $3 for it. Decided I seen as a whole wasn't selling for much, so I decided to go ahead and piece it apart. This is the first part that sold. It's just the power cord for a 12-speed Sunbeam mixer. Just remember, sometimes it's better to go ahead and part things out. This sold for $11.01, and the buyer is paying $5.05 in shipping. Next thing is this cable. Go ahead and throw it in a clear poly bag just to make it look a little bit more presentable. Take one of our signed thank yous. And just put it in a padded envelope. .8, 3 ounces. So it'll go out at a 4-ounce rate. We'll just put cord. Next thing we have going out is a latch hook kit by Natara, if I pronounce that correctly, Cuddly Kittens, and it's on shelf 7, which is right up here. Paid 50 cents for this at my local thrift store. This sold for $14.41, and the buyer is paying $7.95 in shipping. Oh, I just flipped the box open on this thing. Ugh. Put all these back in. All right, hope I got them all. Why doesn't that fit now? Oh, I bet you they were laying like this. Okay, now this that's a 9 by 12. Don't have a box for that. And we'll see what shipping options we have. I could put it in a priority box for 10 cents more. I think that's what I'm going to do with this. We'll put that on there, and 3. So tape this back on so it doesn't get damaged anymore. Okay, what I'm going to use is I still have some of these regional B boxes. They don't have regional shipping, so you can still use these boxes. It just goes out at a regular priority rate. So we'll end up cutting this down a little bit. We're going to go ahead and put this in like that. And our box resizer. This one's going to be fun to resize. There we go. Okay, so what I do is I'll come on the side first, then I go the long way, and inside I kind of got it at an angle like this. And we just split up the sides here where we see the perforation in there. Okay. Put something down the sides over here. See what we're at with weight. Yeah. So we're going to cut some of this down. And always save these. Okay. And when I do this, I'll come over like this, and then I'll do it about 3/4 of the way. Not cutting all the way through, but enough to where I can do that. And there we go. $111. Now we did resize it. This is a, we'll say 15 by 10 by 3. And we'll just say hook. Next item, it seems that everything's mostly right over here. This is in bin Y. I did pay up for this. I thought it was going to be worth more. It's an AGG Rugged Book Go keyboard folio case for the Apple iPad Pro. It's a 12.9 inch, 3rd generation, 4th generation. It's in bin Y, should be right here. Can't get my hand in there. So again, we paid $5 for this. It is used. This sold for $31.41, and the buyer is paying $11.70 in shipping. Now this thing's pretty durable. It's in a heavy duty box, so I'm just going to put this in a poly bag as well. Now this thing is pretty heavy. Just right there is over 3 pounds. Grab some more of these. I was running low on my shipping station. So let's take these and tuck these right back here. thank you. Today's packing is really easy. Nothing breakable. All right, we'll fold that over as well. $3.5. This thing is 13. We'll call that 10 by 2. 10 by 2. And we'll just put apple. We have one more item going out. This is in bin V. I have sat on these probably for almost 2 years. It's a new Hallmark Marvel Spider-Man metal ornament, and it's in bin V. That's going to be right down here. Okay, it's going to be one of these. Oh, there it is right on top. It looks okay, not on top, but second one. Kind of stuck together. We'll grab this one here. Cost of goods into this. I bought in a bunch of these on a Walmart clearance. Paid 90 cents for this. This sold for $9.31, and it is going free shipping. This is light enough. We'll go out at a 4-ounce rate. Two ounces. And just put spider. And print. Okay, there's our labels. So as we can see, the eBay sales are still a little slow. Had 9 orders going out over the weekend, plus the drop ship 10 items for a little over 300. Did have one BOLO item. So I hope you found some value out of the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Really helps the channel. Also, too, if you're not currently subscribed, consider subscribing down below. Also, hit that bell notification, and you'll be notified the next time I do a video. Until next time, keep picking. You can't use regional. And we're done for the day. This seller was cheaping it. This seller